Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about superiority. When somebody feels superior and acts superior to you when basically they're not. Now, everybody has something, most people I'd say, something that they're better in than others around them. So that's where I'm taking this from. I'm going to use an everyday kind of example. It's fictional. Say your company at work every year has a picnic, company picnic. Now it's been growing a lot over the years, and so there are new people, and you've been there since the startup. And each year, more and more people, so it gets bigger and bigger. But you now, this company picnic, you're known for your pies. You love making pies. You make them for your family, your friends, and for this company picnic. And so this year you decide that you're going to make apple pies. So you always have two. You always bake two pies. Other people make other desserts, so two is usually enough. This year, it's probably going to be no different, okay? Because new people, it's a potluck kind of thing. Other people, they do things, bake things. So one of the new hires since the last company picnic is a woman who sees you as her target. She has a superiority complex, which usually masks a inferiority complex, some kind of failure. And she acts very superior to you, even though she's not. And others have noticed it too. But she also had some friends that she helped to get hired there. And they're like her flying monkeys. People call them narcissistic flying monkeys. And they basically, go out and do all the evil for her. Or not all of it, but a lot of it. And they protect her. They think she's perfect and all this. Now, you wonder why can't the bosses see it. But anyway, for this year, she's going to be in the picnic, have something for the picnic, like most people do. Well, she comes there with her pies, okay? She found out somehow what you were going to be making and, baking in this instance, but she decided she was going to do something like it. But she didn't have apple pies. She had two other kinds of pies. So here it is, and everybody has something, and here comes a picnic. Okay, squirrel moment. Yeah. What is that dome on that car over there? What is that for? Is that car like, what? Yeah, I know what mine is, and pardon the sprinkler, but yeah, what would you think it is? So this year, here is the company picnic. This woman's new. She found out what you were going to have. She's trying to make you her target, and you make pies, two of pies, and she is going to have pies too. Okay, so when it comes down to everybody gets their dessert and stuff like that, she makes sure she makes not too far from you, and makes comments about you just didn't put enough apples in your pies. Okay, and some of them are so bold they will just say it. They don't care. They they want that attention. Doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. They want the attention. And to me, those are more the narcissistic histrionic types. The little blend that I've seen. Could be wrong, but yeah, that's how I see them. Anyway, she makes this comment. Now, some people know that you're known for your pies, and everybody loves your pies. So then she starts talking about how when she makes her pies, she makes sure that she puts enough apples in her pies, unlike you. It's very bold, and just goes on and on about it. She's trying to show her superiority over you. Now that's just something that they do. It can be that small, overall. Now, some people might not see it that small. The action, is petty, but the purpose is not, And they can do it in anything, really. Bigger. Let's use the same example. That then this woman, she sees, the one that makes that great apple pies, she sees her as her target. She already has, it's established. But she starts to do it on the job, too. Saying she knows, she would cut her down in front of other people, say, well, you didn't do this and you didn't do that. Now, this woman, the original woman, she's been there since startup. She knows what she's doing. But yeah, the narcissistic histrionic kind of woman, she wants to prove her superiority, even though it seems so stupid. Okay, that's one of the things that they will, in my experience, they'll often do is to believe, they truly believe they are better in something that they're really not better in. Okay, and they expect people around them to agree with them. It's not always their flying monkeys. They want everybody to agree with, to give them the, the validation for something, for an achievement they have not achieved. And they'll often find that target who is actually, I don't believe in experts, but close to it, to pounce on, to use as their target, to try to show their superiority over, you see. Now, I'd like to say that people, those who are healthier would recognize it and see it, and maybe they would. But these people, these narcissistic histrionic types, they're very manipulative. They know how to work it, is what people say. How we say it these days. They know how to use whatever they can to just really tear down one person, to step on, to lift themselves up. They don't believe that competition is to improve themselves. They just believe in tearing somebody else down is the best way to bring themselves up, like I said. So yeah, I'd like to say that the healthier people would notice it, but not always do, because of that manipulation. And they come off as being really, to some people, not everybody, really nice and sweet, and they wouldn't do that, but really they're mean girls, drama queen, mean girls, that kind of thing. Now, there's no one kind of solution to this problem for the person who's been made the target. One size doesn't fit all anyway in all of this. But I've been at jobs when this kind of thing has happened, and sometimes the only solution to it, if the bosses or the supervisors or whomever are fooled by this person and then start to agree with them, the only solution really is to find another job and move on, for some people. Some of it, it can be fought through HR or through the bosses or something. But yeah, sometimes that winds up being the only solution, is to walk away, start somewhere new. If they're not going to trust you and believe in you and you've done all your work, can't give anybody advice, but because each situation is different. But yeah, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's the only solution. But everybody has to make their own choices and do their own thing and take their own consequences for their actions or inactions. But to me, when I've seen this, I've noticed, okay, yeah, it's not a good scene. It's only going to stress me out. This kind of thing. It actually, yeah, I make my own decisions, but I haven't really had this situation myself, but something similar. And walk away was the answer. Anyway, I'm wrapping this up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you're watching a video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share on your own social media if you would. And I'll talk to y'all in another